which brings me to my next topic, Howard Gillian. Now, for many years, I've tolerated Howard. I have put up with his shenanigans, but no longer. Now we're going to have another uncensored talk about this man. The first thing that caught my ear about Howard is the laugh that he has. I have to say, nowadays it improved slightly, but back in the day, this laugh, I mean, come on. It was, it was almost like Goofy of the Disney character fame. I mean, it was pretty much unbearable. I mean, it's almost like you wanted to reach down his throat, grab his voice box, throw it on the floor, and stomp on it until there was no voice juices left within it. And, that's pretty much how I felt about it. The next thing I have to say about Howard, I mean, he had braces. Like, when I met him back in 2008, he had braces. But, I know Cam even knows him from back in 2006. And the guy still had braces. And it's 2010, folks. How can you still have braces from 2006 to 2010? I think it's pretty much like dentistry impossible. It's not possible to have braces for that long. I mean, you know something? It gets me really frustrated because his braces are just there. And I'll tolerate looking at him for a year. Maybe 2, but 3 and 4, that's enough. After a while, you just want to reach in there and just extract them yourself. Because I really had enough of looking at him. It's enough. I mean, he's always getting them tightened and everything. I mean, how many times are you going to get it tightened before it pretty much breaks the tooth off as a whole? I mean, damn, man. I don't know even what to say. And then you get this other thing. I mean, I wanted to post it on YouTube, but he wouldn't talk about it. He wants to throw alcohol on his friend's neck. I mean, how can you do this? The kid's got open sores on his neck, and you would throw alcohol on it? I mean, man, what kind of, inhuman act is that? I mean, isn't there any humanity? I mean, we live in a civilization, I think. So, you would think that maybe you would treat your friends nicely with some respect. Maybe you give him a cookie, maybe a glass of juice. No, throw alcohol on his neck and let it burn and, pretty much torment him and leave him mentally scarred for his entire life. That his good friends would actually commit a violent act against him. I mean, this is what happens when you get a Harvard education, I guess, right? I mean, this is the type of thought process that you go through. I guess I'll pass it. But the other thing, the drawn out explanations. Let's talk a little bit about how this man talks. I mean, first of all, okay, you're going to hear a lot of mad and kulos. Kulos, that deserves a video in itself because not only does it not make any sense, I think it's derived from the word cool, but I'm not sure. The os part, that's up for debate. But still, I mean, okay, I'll just give you an example. The best example I can think of is when this man received his Xbox. He bought a Resident Evil 5 Edition Xbox that, was pure red and everything. Came with the Resident Evil 5 game. Really nice and everything, right? You want a little game so you can, start playing the Xbox right away. But the thing is, I don't think you understand what everybody had to go through. I mean, what everybody had to hear when this man bought the Xbox. He explained in great detail what the functionality of this thing is. I mean, you know what an Xbox is. Someone says Xbox is pretty universal. Microsoft, you play games on it and everything. No, but he had to explain to you. You clearly see it's a red Xbox. No, he has to say, well, this Xbox is red, and so it's red and everything. So that's the color of it, and it's not like the usual white Xbox, and it's not like the black Xbox. It's totally original, and it comes with Resident Evil 5. So, now you see what I mean. You gotta keep talking about it, and don't even get me started about the Dave Chappelle. The Dave Chappelle video, the DVDs and everything. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you how many times we had to hear about the fact that he's got all the seasons, and you know what that means? That when it has all the seasons, it's also got all the episodes. I mean, you would think this stuff is common now. If people say season, DVDs, maybe they didn't know about it back in 1993 what a season is, but they sure as hell do now, and thanks to Howard, it's really reconfirmed. You definitely know what a season is, because he already told you and beat it down to the ground. I mean, it's so funny that he's beating the old horse to death. You know that expression? But it's funny because his nickname is Ha Ha Horsey. So, it just all comes full circle, I guess. I mean, horse, being old horse to death. It's incredible. And what else can I really say about this guy that hasn't already been said? I think I pretty much covered it all. So, If you ever meet this guy, run the other way.